going on? And thank you for coming back to another edition of the Horror Debate. I am Jeff Rowdy Jake here. He is Michael Mandy, and you know what? We are live.
Yes, and this week we're doing House of the Devil from 2009.
House of the Devil! Watched. I'm sorry. That's how Mike called me and told me to watch this, man. He just said, watch. House of the Devil. He did a perfect Vince Neil. Trust me.
Okay. Directed by Ty West, who also did another movie we just reviewed not too long ago, Cabin Fever 2.
Oh, yeah. Well, I remember that one just like it was yesterday, Mike.
And this movie stars Jocelyn Donahue, which you've probably never seen her, but Tom Noonan was in this. And Tom Noonan, I recognize him from the original Manhunter. He was the original Hannibal Lecter. So he's been in a lot of other movies, too.
I've seen a guy a million places.
He's one of those guys that when you see him, you go, oh, yeah, I've seen him.
Yep.
And Mary Warrenov, remember her? She was in Eating Raoul. Warrenov.
Oh, Warrenov.
Her and Paul Bartel used to do those twisted movies for Roger Corman back in the 70s.
Sure. Okay, so, but we got Dee freaking Wallace in this movie, Mike.
Yes, Dee Wallace is in it, too.
Before she was Dean Wallace Stone Cold. Yes, before she was Dean Wallace Stone Cold, she was in this movie. And let me tell you something, Mike.
Tell me something.
This is a newer movie.
Yes, brand new.
2009, that was made in the style of something that was like the early 80s.
Exactly. This movie,
right?
They wanted to make an 80s horror movie.
And I dug that.
Yes, I loved it.
Let's go back to the fun days, baby.
Yep. And you know what's funny? Even the credits were in the 80s.
Yeah.
I was watching this, you know, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the soundtrack, dude. I was singing every song. As soon as the song came on, I can't remember what the songs were, but there was one came on, and my buddy was sitting here watching the film with me, and I just started singing. He gave me the funniest look on earth, man. Like, oh, it figures you know all these songs, you know? I mean, yeah.
This film was even shot on 16 millimeter.
It was beautiful.
And then blown up to give it that grainy look.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was done great, man. Stylistically, you couldn't have done a better job bringing us back to that 82, 83 vibe.
I mean, that's the whole thing about this movie. Whatever you can say, whether you like the movie or don't like the movie or whatever, the bottom line is the director got what he wanted.
He got that part right.
So now let's get to the rest of the movie.
Now we start moving real slow.
Okay, but here it is. You know, like I'm saying, you know, they obviously said we want to make an 80s horror movie, and you know, when making movies is so tough because you've got so many different people involved, and everyone wants to throw their 2 cents in and whatever. So a movie is rarely made by one person.
And the other film that tried to do this was Hatchet. That tried to take us back, and I think this did it better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, we loved Hatchet.
We did.
But seriously, Hatchet looked like a newer horror movie, just made in the style of an old.
And plus, it had people in it, young people in it that you
looked
know
and acted like young
today.
people now.
Exactly.
Right. Whereas this movie,
you couldn't tell.
No. And
I had to look.
So props to Ty West for getting. You know, obviously this guy's got enough talent to manipulate the movie into his vision.
Absolutely.
Now let's go to the movie.
All right.
How's the movie?
The movie's slow, Mike.
What's the plot?
The movie is super freaking slow.
What's the
We
plot?
got a college student who just moved into a dorm, and she's hungry for money. No, she's hungry for money, and she needs to get a job of some sort because she's getting this new apartment. Okay? And so she's out there posting she's looking on the bulletin boards at college, you know, where they post the jobs and stuff, and she happened to come across
an
ad for a babysitting job, right? So she figured, how hard could that be, right? So she calls and leaves a message, and within a minute?
Sure.
Homie calls back. I mean, it was like almost immediately. It says, you know, I want to come meet you. You know, I want to meet you.
I want to give you the job.
Yes. But they couldn't. She waited all day for dude. I mean, this is to make a long story short. She waited kind of like all day for him. He didn't show up. And then she ends up going home. And the next day, she gets a call and says, I'm very sorry about blah, blah. Come meet me at so-and-so's house. Or at my house. Right?
So she goes
Noonan's house.
So she goes to Noonan's house.
Yeah, with her girlfriend. Right? So, not her girlfriend, but you know her friend that's a girl.
Her friend who had the car.
Right, exactly. So they roll out there, they get in there, and she's figuring, hey, I'm going to be babysitting a kid. But that maybe that's not the case.
And anyway, so she's left in the house.
Yeah. Well, hold on. But the friend is going, oh, no. See, he's trying to change the terms up on you now, and you're not going to be babysitting a kid. You're going to be babysitting something else. And so, I don't think you should do it, and blah, blah, blah. So,
But he offers more money.
But he offers more money.
More money.
And it's like a freaky night, right? There's an eclipse going on or something, isn't that right? It's like, yeah. So she ends up staying anyway because she needs the money, and he offered like triple the money or something.
Yeah, the money was pretty good.
Money was pretty good. Your life versus the money, I take the money, right? So that's what she did. And so she ends up hanging out at night, and, as they say, the freaks come out at night, yeah. So anyway, I'm very musical in this debate today. Anyway, the deal is that it turns into almost like a creepy vibe, haunted house kind of deal, but it's not really a haunted deal. It's kind of more of a Satan worshiper kind of deal.
This movie reminded me of Burnt Offerings with Oliver Reed.
I remember that.
And
faintly, I remember that. Yeah.
But anyways, the house is
beautiful.
A main character in the movie.
Yeah.
Because she spends about 45 minutes of it walking around the house.
Yep.
And looking at everything.
Oh, I remember one of the songs she was listening to. One thing leads to another. Oh, yeah, I remember that now. She was dancing around the house with her headphones on. I thought she was going to get shanked or something when she was doing that.
Why is it in horror movies, teenagers put headphones on so you can't hear anything else?
Well, no.
Why?
But I see what you're saying as far as a character.
I'm in a total stranger's house.
But
I'm not going to be putting headphones on so I can't hear nothing.
But how the director did it, right? Did you see how he did it? When she put the headphones on, you couldn't hear anything else as a viewer.
That's right.
Which I like.
Yeah, he cranked the volume up on that.
Yeah, because it puts you in that position.
Oh, yeah. No,
I dug that.
Ty West knows what the heck he's doing.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing his next movie.
Yep, absolutely. But anyway, so she's hanging out in the house, and she orders pizza, and the pizza delivery guy's a little freaky, and not to give anything away, but there is a lot of freakiness happening here, but it's so slow developing. It is a plotting thing. I mean, you gotta have patience.
Yeah, this movie wanted to set a mood,
and it did.
It set.
You know what the mood was?
Oh, it wanted to build suspense, but the thing is, when building a movie, suspense, it's kind of, you got to push and pull, push and pull.
Absolutely.
Whereas this movie, it pushed and then it just petered out because it went on for so long. Her walking around.
I mean, literally 90 minutes almost of nothingness. I mean, creepiness, but really nothingness.
Well, the movie had a great beginning and a great ending, but just the middle, while she's walking around the house,
too much of it
screeched the whole movie.
Too much of it, yeah.
But I loved the concept was great.
Yep.
The set was great. I mean, loved the house.
Oh, I love the house.
And
that could have been a new haunted house movie right there. That's why I said it gave you that vibe. You felt like you were watching a haunted house movie.
Yeah, it was very
because it was a character. Yeah.
So, did we like it?
Okay.
How many stars?
Well, here's the interesting thing about this movie. As we said, the beginning, the setup was really good. The ending was decent. The middle sucked. I have to say on it didn't suck, but it just drug on way too long. I honestly think this is I wanted to give this film 4. I really wanted to give it 4.
I was starting out watching the movie going,
there
we go.
Yeah.
Do it.
But this is a 3-star film, Mike.
Wow, I'm impressed.
This is a 3-star film. No, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I mean, I love that vibe. The director captured the vibe perfectly.
Yeah.
And another movie where we're giving more props to the director than we are the actors, even though the actors did fairly decent to well.
Tom Noonan was great. Come on.
Yeah, he's good in everything. He's that tall, creepy dude. I call him Lurch. Mm-hmm. He's that tall, creepy Lurch dude, right? But
they are remaking the Munsters. They should call him up for Lurch.
And that scares me. I want to remember the Munsters for what they were. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, 3-star film. Not a total waste of your time, but if you do have a fast forward scan button, somewhere during the middle you're going to be forced to use it. Yeah. But hey, man, not bad.
It's a 60-minute movie stretched to 90 minutes.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
exactly what this movie is. You said that before in other movies, and I haven't agreed. This one, I 100% agree with you.
But looking forward to seeing your next one. 3 stars.
3 stars.
All right, I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff. We'll talk to you next week at the Horror Debate.